Although wire cage traps and remote control traps have been shown to be some of the most effective solutions for feral hog control, why do they continue to wreak havoc? Their devastation is everywhere, from the vast cornfields of Texas to the livestock farms of Florida. There may be a huge gap in the way people are using these methods. Let's explore the untold story in today's video. The truth is that feral hog are now one of the most destructive invasive species in the United States. Their population has exploded from 2 million in 1990 to nearly 9 million in 2019, spreading across at least 39 states. And it's not just the United States, Australia, Germany, Spain are also grappling with the massive damage they cause in. The proliferation is alarming. Unless at least 60% of the wild boar population is removed each year in each area, their numbers will continue to increase unabated. This causes huge economic losses up to $1.5 billion per year in the US alone. In response, states such as Texas and Oklahoma have invested millions of dollars in control programs of the methods used. Cage trapping remains the most recommended and optimal strategy. Large cage traps can be 30 to 40 feet in diameter, catching the entire herd in one fell swoop, minimizing escapes and preventing pigs from learning to avoid the trap in the future. At a minimum height of 5 feet, these traps prevent pigs from jumping out when trapped. In particular, the traps use remote control gates, allowing farmers to close the gate only when the entire flock has entered the trap, increasing the rate of catching the entire flock and management efficiency. However, not everyone can afford to invest in this high-tech system. Many places still use handmade net traps, a cheaper solution, but one that can be highly effective if designed and placed properly. A big advantage of net traps is that they do not require bulky transport like iron traps. You can easily carry them around and set them up quickly on site. They cost much less than iron traps, and most importantly, you do not need to stay up all night to press the trigger, like with remote activated systems. The key to effective traps lies in two factors: the right bait and a strong trap. Today, people have improved these traps by adding stronger support stakes and double mesh to prevent wild boars from biting and breaking the traps easily. The entry mechanism of the net trap is also important. Wild boars can easily enter, but have difficulty getting back out thanks to the design of the slanted feet or diagonal mesh edges for maximum effectiveness. Correct placement of the trap is a prerequisite. Research from Texas A&M University shows that placing traps near water sources or areas frequented by wild boar significantly increases the chances of success. Look for signs of wild boar, disturbed soil, hoof prints, or damaged vegetation. First, before setting the trap, spread bait around the area for 3 to 7 days to help wild boar get used to the smell and feel safe. Fermented bait, such as corn silage, has a particularly appealing smell. A simple trick that can increase the success rate by up to 60%. Don't forget, wild boars are most active at night between 8 p.m. and 4 a.m. So for the first few nights, leave the trap open to let the pigs in and out freely, which will give them a sense of security and reduce suspicion you. Once you are sure that at least 80% of the herd is regularly visiting the trap, it is time to trigger the trap. Whether it is a manual net trap or a remote-controlled trap with just one release, you can eliminate dozens of wild boars, reduce crop damage, and protect the agricultural ecosystem. And look, however, never leave pigs trapped in the trap for too long. Their screaming can alert other herds, causing them to be wary and stay away from the trap permanently. Collect and dispose of them quickly to ensure long-term effectiveness. Changing the location of the trap every few months is also a smart strategy to disrupt the habits and avoidance behavior of wild boars. This way, we can maintain capture pressure and minimize agricultural damage. Whether you choose modern technology or manual methods, the right bait and sturdy reinforcement of the trap are always the deciding factors. Manual net traps have the advantage of being cheap, easy to transport, and do not require night watch like electronic traps, but are still very effective if you understand the technique and the habits of wild boars correctly. More importantly, proactively protecting land and crops is not only an economic benefit, but also contributes to maintaining ecological balance and protecting the community. What methods have you tried to trap wild boars? Share your experiences in the comments below. Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out on future in-depth videos. Bye and see you again.